Are the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses just as good 7 months later as they were on day one? Let's find out. What's up, everybody? It's Kyle Moore, and this is a very long overdue update video on the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. So originally I did a video unboxing them, giving my first impressions, what I thought about them. I'd already done some research, but 7 months later, I've had the chance to live with them for a while. I actually put some real use to them across a variety of situations to give you guys a well thought out, detailed review on what I really think about these Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. And the short answer is I still think they're just as good as day one when I first brought them out that box. Actually, I think they're even better because I've had a chance to use them in a variety of situations. I've had to bring them all over the place and they are standing the test of time. Honestly, I think these are better than I thought from the beginning. I think they are way better than I thought from the beginning. As someone who is very active, someone who's always on the go, who's always listening to music, always listening to audiobooks, always listening to podcasts, always trying to capture some footage, always trying to live in the moment, these are amazing. Now, there's some pros, some cons, so we're gonna get into that a little bit later, but my first impressions after 7 months in, they're great, and I love them. Aww. Now I'll start with my initial impressions of it. If you watched my previous video, you would see that I'm a techie. I love tech stuff. I love things that are aesthetically pleasing. I love things that are functional and practical. And these are that. If you are someone that needs to be able to hear your surroundings, if you're someone that's at night always walking your dog, if you need to take a phone call, these things, I'm telling you, I'll forget they're on sometimes and a phone call will come in and I forget that I can just double tap, answer the phone and talk. And things as simple as that are, you know, I feel like you overlook those things when you don't think about it, but they are surprisingly convenient. Let me say that. Yeah. Also, as initial expectation, I knew that I wanted to like them, and I'm someone who will typically try to force myself to like something if I've spent money on it, if I've hyped myself up on this idea of what it should be, but these are actually that. Now, obviously, there's some things that aren't as great about them, but for what they're supposed to do and what they're given to do, they're great. So first, let's talk about the design and the comfort. Design, I think they're great. I mean, they're a little bit bulkier, and if you're someone who does not wear glasses on a daily basis already, AKA me, having to have these on for longer periods of time takes some getting used to, and they're a little heavy. They're a little heavy. So over time, you know, if you're wearing it for 30 minutes to an hour, a couple hours straight, you'll find yourself taking them off to give your ears a little bit of a break. You can't really see them, but the inside edges of these ears aren't sharp, but they're not super rounded and smooth. So I don't know if it's for everybody's ears, but for my ears, after a while, they start to dig in a little bit. So I'll have to take them off and give my ears a break, and I'll just hold in my hand, which is no big deal, but it's something to keep in mind. But the build quality, these things are sturdy. I take really good care of my tech. I take really good care of my belongings. I may have dropped these once or twice. They hold up still pretty well though. You can see, if you can see that, some slight light scratches here on the ear socks. This isn't from dropping, this is just from everyday just use. Sometimes I'll put them, in my car, on the dashboard, in a cup holder or something if I don't have my case right near me. But for the most part, no scratch on the lenses, around the frames, perfectly fine. But again, I also got the glossy black colorway, so that could be remedied with a matte black or a different color finish. But I went the glossy black with the clear lenses, and that's just kind of part of it. Now let's talk about the battery life. These last surprisingly long depending on your use. For me, most of the time when I have these on, I'm listening to some music or an audio book, and every once in a while I want to, snap a picture or catch some video. And for that, these will last for hours. Now, if you're in a mode where you're like, all right, I'm taking these out specifically to capture a lot of content, capture a lot of video. I went on a trip to New Orleans and went on a swamp tour, and the whole time I was recording, I was, hey Meta, start recording, hey Meta, take a picture. I was listening to music on the ride over there. If you're doing that much, the battery won't last as long as you'd like. But you still got your charging case. Which brings us to the next point, is that you have to keep this around you at all times. And as a guy who doesn't carry a bag, if I'm not using a jacket, it's not cold outside where I'm having it in my pocket, then I'm at the mercy of the battery of the glasses. So if I'm planning to capture a lot of content, I'm planning to have some heavy use out of them, I'm gonna have to have them nearby. Sometimes my girlfriend keeps it in her purse for me, but the battery will drain I don't want to say quickly, but it's the same as using your phone. If you're on your phone 24/7, that battery's gonna go and you're gonna need it more, but you're gonna be okay. These things last for surprisingly long time. So take that as you will and plan your use around them accordingly. Now, my favorite thing about these is the audio quality, which you wouldn't expect the audio quality, you wouldn't expect the audio quality for glasses to be very good, but those small slotted speakers that point directionally down into your ear are pretty high quality for what they are. You know, these aren't going in your ear. These are literally just speakers that directionally shoot down into your ear. They're surprisingly loud, they're surprisingly clear. I will note that if you're in a place that's pretty loud, like if you're in a grocery store, people are talking, they got music going on, you're probably gonna have to turn it up to max volume, and then it's kind of drowns out a little bit, but that's to be expected. But if you're just on a walk and you're just outside, you're working at your laptop, they are crystal clear. You're not gonna get much bass, but the audio is great, it's fantastic. I can't speak highly enough about the audio quality of these. They're not gonna shake your bones, they're not gonna make your head vibrate, but for glasses, I would 100% recommend you trying these bad boys out. Staying on the audio quality, phone calls of these are great. I've never had anybody say that I've sounded muffled, that I haven't sounded clear. I can hear them perfectly fine. The microphones that are located right along the nose piece, kind of hard to see. You see a couple small dots, a couple mics underneath of the ears of the glasses. I've had no issues. And actually, it's surprising how convenient it is when you forget that you have these on and you're doing something and the phone rings and you get the notification through the glasses. Double tap and you take your call right there. And it's easy, man. You can still hear everything around you. I have my AirPods Pros that I always have in that I like taking calls on with the pass-through hearing. But when I'm out and about, I actually prefer using these for my phone calls. It's super easy, super simple. It goes directly from audiobook, whatever I'm listening to the phone call seamlessly. And it's great, man. I can't really say enough about those features. Yeah, I'm a big fan. If you can't tell, you can tell how excited I am when I'm talking about these. I love these glasses. Now, the big feature that is the huge draw for these is Meta's AI feature, which I use kind of often, but not as often as I thought I would. They updated the feature to be able for you to say, hey, Meta, what am I looking at? And it tells you what you're looking at in a general description. It answers your questions. If I'm cooking on the grill and my hands are dirty, I might say, hey, Meta, what's the ideal grill temperature for steak? Or what's the ideal grill temperature for salmon, whatever it is, and being able to have that tell you right then and there is super convenient. Your hands aren't free. It's easy to start recording videos, photos. You just say, hey Meta, take a picture. Hey Meta, record a video. If you have something in your hands, I have a dog who loves to play Frisbee, loves to throw the Frisbee. Maybe I'll drop some clips in here of that. Go. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Oh, you getting the hang of it, huh, Mr. Butt? Let me see. I love when he does this. Let me see. They're trying to run away from me. Let me see. And sometimes my hands are all slobbery and gross and I don't want to click the button. And it does it right there. Boom, my hands are free. You don't have to worry about it. And all you got to do is make sure that you're looking at whatever it is that you're looking at. So I've talked a lot about the pros and the things that I really love about these glasses. Now, there are a few things that you can be nitpicky about. I don't love, but you're not going to love everything about everything. Now, the camera quality, for what it is, I have no complaints. Now, it is only more of a wide angle view. The video is a little off-center because the camera's over here on the left. So if you think you're looking straight at something, more than likely you're gonna be a little bit out of frame, or it's not gonna be quite as centered in frame. So you have to try to find that angle to center it up. And that can be a little tricky because then you try to center it and then you overcompensate a little bit. But it is what it is. You gotta kind of figure it out because you can't, I guess they put it right here, smack dab in the middle, the camera right in the middle, but I feel like that'd be kind of weird. I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think about that. But the camera quality for what it is pretty good. It's not crystal clear. It's not gonna be 4K. It's gonna be a little grainy, but what are you using? Were you using this to live in the moment, capture the moment? They're great. I was able to meet my favorite rapper. If you know music, you probably rock with Currency. If you know me, you know that Currency is my favorite rapper. Currency, rapper out of New Orleans. We went down there right before I got these for my birthday trip. And we were shopping at the Jet Life store, which is his store, his brand. And as we were about to leave out, he was leaving out. And so we got to chop it up with him. We got to dap him up and we got autographs. And I was able to capture all of that because I had these on at the time.
I can't even tell you from this stage to
Now I gotta go inside for sure. Here. I'm going to my house now, nigga.
Appreciate you, bro.
That was my weed. I was gonna go.
Oh,
Nah, motherfucker, it's good.
we appreciate you, bro.
The house, it's all right.
Hell yeah, bro.
Y'all here for?
We just said through the weekend, bro.
All right.
It's their birthday.
It's our birthday.
I had to do that then.
For sure.
Yeah.
30th yesterday, man. So, you know, we had to pull up to the store, bro. It's like, for us, I feel like it's like a trip to Mecca. You know, pilgrimage, bro. It's love, for real. For sure. Fact. Y'all gonna be out? Hell yeah. Bet. Love, bro. Appreciate you. Bet. Hell yeah, bro. Hold up, bro. Appreciate you. So 420. You gotta make another trip down.
Y'all ain't pulling up.
420.
Appreciate you.
Y'all do.
For sure. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it.
Damn. That's crazy. So it's nice because you don't have a phone. I mean, you're meeting celebrities. For the most part, they don't want a phone all up in their face. It's really nice to be able to be in the moment. You can live in the moment. You don't have to worry about the angle. You don't have to worry about things being in frame. You don't have to worry about, you know, the shots messing up as you're moving around. You go about your business. You say what's up. You can chop it up. You can capture some really, really, really dope memories without even having to think about it. That right there immediately made these worth the purchase to me. If that was the only positive moment that I had with them, I would not have returned them. That's how important I think these are. See, there it is. I'm going into pros again when I'm trying to go through the cons. How crazy is that? I started about a cons about the camera quality, and I ended up being a positive about how dope it was that I was able to capture some content by living in the moment and not having to have a camera up in someone's face. Let me get back to the con about the camera. The quality isn't great, but it's for what it is for a camera that's in glasses. I think they're amazing. So I don't know if that's even a con. Something that I would love to see though is being able to record videos in landscape modes. Right now you can only shoot in portrait, so it's great for uploading to your stories, or uploading video if you're adding content, clipping things together that are gonna be in portrait mode. But if you wanna do something for YouTube video, whatever it is, then obviously you're gonna have to either crop it in super far, or you're gonna have to deal with it being a vertical portrait content on a platform that is landscape. Which brings me to my next point. I wish at some point that you can record longer. Cause I think that those two things will go hand in hand. Being able to record landscape mode, record longer periods of time, I feel like it'll give a super dope point of view experience for someone like me who's doing reviews. If I want to have some first person footage edited within the footage that I'm already recording, then I think that would be great. Other than that, I don't really have any cons. I can't lie to you. Landscape mode would be great. If you could get a better quality camera, outstanding, wonderful, cool. If you can smooth out these edges a little bit, but I think in the grand scheme of things, the gripes are so minor for what these things can do and how powerful they actually are. And they look good. They look pretty good. Right? I mean, they look great. Oh, one other con, if you have longer hair. So I have my hair back in a ponytail right now, but when my hair is not in a ponytail and it's down, it covers the sensors on the side of the glasses. So to play and pause music, to turn the volume up by swiping up and down, to answer phone calls. There are a lot of times where my braids get in the way. And when I try to double tap it to play or pause or skip a song, it registers one tap or no tap. So if you have longer hair that would cover the sensors that are used to control the glasses, then that's something to think about too. You might have to pull your hair back, or, you know, again, minor gripe, don't really have to deal with it very much, but it is a thing. It's something that I've noticed. Price, I mean, these were, I think mine are $299, $300. And I think they're worth every penny, you know? I'm someone who likes to invest in high quality gear and equipment and tech and things like that. If it's gonna be practical, if I'm gonna find a lot of really good use for it, and I wear these all the time. Even times where I forget I have them, I don't forget I have them, but times where they're not used as often, there will be a moment where I'm like, oh, I wish I had my Meta Ray-Ban glasses, and I go look for them immediately and start wearing them again, and it brings me right back, ropes me right back in. So they're great. I would go ahead and pay the little extra to, I forget how much more it is to get the transition lenses. I think that'd be the only thing that I would suggest. And now they're coming out with so many different colors, so many different styles that you can really customize and find the pick that really works best for you. So check them out. Check them out, give them a shot. My final verdict, you know how I feel about them. I love them. I think they're for anybody that appreciates practicality, likes to keep their hands free, that wants to hear their surroundings. If you're an active person, if you're always on the go and you don't have to keep taking things in and out of your ears, give these a shot. I know that it's meta and your data, yada, yada, yada. Your data's out there anyway. These things are a go. Let me know what you think. If you've tried them, if you have them, let me know in the comments. Help someone else out in the comments. If I'm missing something, which I probably am, this is only my second review video, so I'm sure this is not great, but these things I can vouch for 100%. I would get them again. I may get another color at some point. We'll see. But give these a shot. Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. They are one of my favorite pieces of technology that I've owned. One of my favorite things that I've bought. It was a gift, a birthday gift for me. One of the things that I've had, gifted, bought, whatever, that I've had for myself in a long time. So, shout out to Meta Ray-Ban. Almost forgot. Go ahead and like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. My Instagram is the same. It's Kyle A. Moore. Check me out there. I'm an athlete, so I will be bringing more reviews of athletic gear, clothing, workout attire, stuff like the Meta Ray-Bans that allow you to live a more active lifestyle, that are practical. Things that you may need, you may not need, but you may be curious about. All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, peace.